Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at Google Calendar and how to utilize your personal Google Calendar as well as be able to view and see what's happening on your school's calendars. All right, so to get started, the first thing that you're going to do is go to your class link and find your Google Calendar icon and click on that to get started. You can also get to Google Calendar by doing a simple Google search, typing in Google Calendar, and logging in using your Google credentials. A reminder, you want to always be logged in with our school district email address when you're signing in to ensure that you're looking at the correct calendar. So after I click on my icon or search for it, I'm now in my Google Calendar. Up here in the top right hand side, this tells you your account information, and you know you're in your Lancaster account because it should have this icon showing you that it's Lancaster, or by hovering over, I can see my email address is associated right here. After you ensure that you are in your correct Lancaster School District account, you'll notice over here on the left-hand side, under the word My Calendar, you should see your name listed here, reflecting that this is actually your personal provided Lancaster School District Google Calendar. So my name matches here, showing me that My Calendar and the color purple is everything that belongs to or listed on my personal calendar. So you can see I have quite a bit going on my personal calendar. So your personal calendar is going to be used to make personal events for yourself, things that you need to keep track of, any information that you want to schedule for yourself can all live on your personal calendar. So in order to make an event on your personal calendar, or you're going to either come up here to the create icon, or you're simply going to click on the date that you want to have your event take place. So I'm going to make an event for myself on the 25th, and I want to set aside some time to plan for professional development. Does come with built-in spell check, so you can quickly edit that. And right here, it's going to show me that this is happening on Friday, September 25th. Now, the reason this pre-populated the date is because when I went to create this event, I clicked directly on the date that I want this to happen. Now, I want to point out to you that if you use the create button here, instead of clicking on the date, it will populate today's date instead of the date that you're actually looking for. So I find it easier to go to the date first to start setting up my event. Again, if you use the create button here, you will just simply change the date so that it reflects the date that you actually want your event to occur on. So again, I'm planning for professional development, and this is just an event for myself because I want to make sure that I have some time set aside in my day to make sure that I get this taken care of. So it's happening on Friday, September 25th, and right over here on the right, I want to add some time because I'm not planning all day. I'm only planning for about an hour. So I'm going to set myself up to start planning at 12. It defaults to an hour time, but I could change that here if I needed more time. And from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock p.m., I am going to be planning for professional development. This is not going to be a repeating event. However, if I needed to set this up as a repeating event, I could do so here. And I will not be adding guests to this event because this is just a personal event for myself where I do not need to have anybody else included. Here is where I could add if I wanted a video conference to take place by clicking on the down arrow. You could set up a virtual meeting if needed. Rooms are location. This functionality is not really, we're not really using this as a district right now as far as rooms are concerned, but you could add a location here if you wanted to make sure that you knew where this event was going to be taking place. So I'm going to be actually planning here at the district office. And you'll see that it populates some dates or some locations here. So here again, I'm going to be doing this at the Lancaster School District. So I added my location here, and then I can add some sort of description to remind myself what it is that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be planning. And if I wanted to include any other attachments that I wanted to use for some planning, maybe I have a schedule that I want to make sure that I'm looking at, I could add that attachment here just to give myself that resource readily available by clicking on Add Attachment, and I could include any attachment that I needed here. For this event, I'm actually not going to be needing an attachment, so I'm going to leave that off. And then I'm double checking that this is going on to my calendar, my personal calendar, and then I'm clicking Save. So again, what I did was add a event to my calendar. I did not include any attendees. By clicking on this, I can double check the parameters that I set for this meeting. I shouldn't say meeting because this is a personal event that I created. And again, it shows me the time that it's taking place, where this is happening, what I'm doing. And it also gave me a reminder. So I have a reminder 10 minutes before so that I remember to actually do this event. So again, to do this, I clicked on the date and then I had my box to create the event, or clicking on create, and it gives me the same options here. This is how you add an event to your personal calendar.